In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the benefits of minimalism. Minimalism is really important to me and it's a big part of my life and I really enjoy talking about it. So today I'm going to be sharing all the great things I think I have gotten out of it since adapting and learning about minimalism. Since becoming a minimalist, I personally feel like the quality of my life has improved as well as my happiness. Not only have I heard other people say this, but I personally feel that I don't have an attachment to things anymore and I have a focus on other things like experiences and travel. It just makes me focus on things that are actually important to me, which makes me feel happier inside. As for me, happiness is a state of being, not having. Experiences is what brings you long-term happiness and it's more treasured, and minimalism reminds me of this. Number 2, this could be important to some people, but I have found that minimalism helps me save a lot of money because I'm no longer interested in buying heaps of things. If anything, I'm trying to get rid of things. Not because I have to, but because I've realized these things aren't necessarily that important to me and therefore I don't need them in my life. You're much more conscious when you're out shopping. You really think, does this make me happy, or do I really need this, or do I just want this, and how much do I want it? So I definitely can say that minimalism does save you money. But also saying that you could put the money that you would usually put towards clothes and other items towards travel so you can get more out of experiences, like I said, was really important. Another benefit of minimalism is there's a lot less waste and a lot less consumption because I'm not buying as many things, and I will say I've also become much more aware of what is better for me and the environment and what can I use as an alternative that has less waste. I actually have been thinking about that a lot and I've made little small changes which I could get into detail in another video about little things I've made that have a lot less waste. Another benefit of minimalism is I have learned to not carry around things I don't need because in my opinion, organized clutter is still clutter. So I've gotten rid of things that I really just don't need and it's just a lot more freeing. Number 5, and also this is a really big one and also studies have actually showed this, but having less stuff actually clears your mind and doesn't make you worry or think about other things that aren't that important. The more stuff you have, the more anxious you could be because there's just so much in your mind and so much you thinking about and you just have way too many things. So you can shift that focus to things that are really important and the things you want to focus on. Number 6, I feel like it frees up your time and allows you to do more of the things you do want to do. Number 7 is a given obvious, but with less stuff equals less mess. If you don't own that many things, it's pretty hard to make a mess. And I think I've said a few times in this video, but it's just a lot more peaceful to have a clean and nice atmosphere. Something else I have noticed from this lifestyle is you become a lot more grateful for the things you have and the people you have because you start focusing on other things and you can put more time and effort in being grateful for those things or people. I also think you value things more because you start looking for quality over quantity. I also find if you want to stay up with all the latest trends in fashion and phones and all these sorts of things, you're comparing yourself a lot to other people. It's just natural because it's on the TV, in magazines, on social media in particular, it's just everywhere. So when you adapt a more minimalistic lifestyle, you kind of drop the whole comparison thing. You realize you don't need all those latest amazing things that everyone else has to be happy. You don't need very many things to be happy at all, and I think that's such a relieving and nice feeling because I do know of people that feel like they need all the latest fashion trends and they just have so much stuff, and to keep up with society would just be almost stressful with how much there is. But at the end of the day, I think it's something you need to find out for yourself. You should try and do what makes you feel the best because that's the whole point of minimalism. There's no rules, there's no anything of how it has to be. I see a lot of minimalistic videos where the apartments are just completely modern and worth so much money and everything's just white and black, and I don't think that's exactly what minimalism has to be. You define it for yourself. I think a great definition I found is minimalism isn't the lack of something, but rather the perfect amount of something. And I think that's really amazing because it doesn't mean, it's not like a competition like who has less is more minimalistic. It's more, do you have the right amount of things that can make you content and happy? So that's what I really like about minimalism. It's kind of up to you what you think is, you know, your level of minimalism, if that makes any sense at all. I hope you enjoyed this video and found out some new things about minimalism and want to try it. I honestly am so passionate about talking about it because there's so many benefits, as you can hear, that has really just made a big impact in my life. And if you have any other questions or other benefits you've noticed, please let me know in the comments. I would love to read them and see what everyone else has to say. Also, if you like videos like these, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not, because I make videos every single week about things like this, and you can just go through my channel and see what other types of videos I make. I'm pretty open and I just talk about everything I love and what makes me happy. Other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!